I'll tell you a little story. Like my mom's side of the family, they live in Washington. And when they moved there, I think they were sharecroppers in Arkansas. They moved, like, I heard they moved in the dead of night because that's what you had to do. So they
Right.
drove all the way to Washington, which is basically, you know, 5 more miles, they would have been in Canada. They would have went as north as you could possibly go without leaving the country, which tells me something probably went down that nobody is talking about, but whatever. So they moved to Washington, and then my grandfather was a merchant seaman, so he was always gone. But my grandmother still had to make money. She had kids. She had her mother with her, and she said in those days, um, the war was recently over. So they were really trying to give jobs to the men who were coming back from, service. But she said
Mm-hmm.
what she would do to get the best jobs were at the port. So you had to go down there 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before the sun is even up. And you'd stand out there, and a guy would stand on a box and say, I need 4 painters today. I need 5 this. I need 5 that. And people would raise their hand that had experience or whatever. You try to get the job. And once you got the job, once you had enough hours doing the job, you could be made permanent and get in the union. So my grandmother is like 95 pounds, 5 feet tall. She's standing at a dock, which I imagine is full of men trying to get jobs to feed their family. And then there's her, black, from the South, cultured to shut up, you know, um,
Mm-hmm.
competing also for a job to feed her family. I'm sure she was pushed around, felt up. I know she was spat at and talked crazy to, because that part she told me. She told me how the guy standing on the thing would be like, get out, gal, you get out of here. These jobs are for men. Or, these men have families to support. You should be home taking care of your kids. But eventually, she got enough jobs, got enough hours, and was able to get in the union. That's who raised me. That's where I come from. When I think about that, and I have fear like everybody else, but when I think about those were some of the women who raised me, how could I ever allow fear to stop me from doing anything that I need or want to do?